Don't judge me. I just wish you knew. That's just like you. I miss you as I need you.
Don't judge me, don't judge me, don't motherfucking judge me. Unless you leave a comment. What's going on, people? What's going on, people, man? Six-man combo Thursday. As you already know, I am the six-man K Styles. Riding shotgun with me. You have the Senator, Matt Mike Sports.
Rise, motherfuckers, rise.
It sound like I don't know if you remember Alter Beast, the game. Well, what did Zeus say at the beginning? Rise from your grave.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah, good God.
Yeah, trust me, I've been watching plenty of videos on some old school games, especially on the Sega Genesis for the last couple days.
Those are the best ones. The older game. Look, oh look. A lot of stuff they trying to put AI in every damn thing. Like, motherfucker, can you just give me a good game?
Well, yeah, think about it, man. Today is all about the graphics. It's all
Mm-hmm.
about realism and all that stuff, which is fine. Man, like I ain't got no issue with that. But it's just something about those vintage games. It's just something that comes with it. But
Ooh,
but,
yeah.
but let's go ahead and get right into it. Um, as we always start these shows, like I said, man, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to go ahead and help the growth of everybody on here, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and share it with your aunts, your uncles, your mamas, your daddies, your baby mamas, the dog next door, the neighbors next door, and whoever's deity that you serve under. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Mike, what's going on with you today, man? What's going on?
Uh, we're actually doing well, man. Can't complain about nothing. We on the prowl, like row,
We on the
like
prowl,
we
on the
for
round, like, ooh, yeah. So, as you already know, before we start, man, we're going to give a shout out to the people that's in the chat.
mm-hmm,
A137 Sauce, Auntie Pam in the building.
mm-hmm.
We got William Amy, um, we got Xavier Littman, John St. Clair, we got ATL Leo, we got Dre Murphy. And Mike, that concludes the what?
It's the real rock. Ow, 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 wow. Oh, my soul glow
Well,
to listen to it.
it's the show glow.
You think
Now,
your soul glow?
now, as you're looking in the chat right now, I can see it's a conversation going on here. So I'm guessing everybody is looking at the not necessarily the main title. It's not a confirmation from the Atlanta Falcons, but this was an actual trade proposal that was put on in a tweet by USA Today
Mm.
for For those that didn't see it, USA Today put out a proposed trade that your man, and also, and this is also the explanation of the short that is on the channel as Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts to Philadelphia. Now, Mike, I want to go ahead and get your thoughts on this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cook after you. But the proposed trade was that the Atlanta Falcons send tight end Kyle Pitts to the Philadelphia Eagles for a third round pick.
So how you want me to attack this?
However the hell you want to do
That's dangerous. Um,
it. Danger, I don't care. Been around you long enough. I done seen
uh,
way what I done heard. I done heard you at your most devious, so ain't nothing gonna scare me.
that is true. That's definitely true. Well, this is kind of interesting. A third round pick. So I like to go to the numbers for a bit.
Mm,
So we're gonna look at Kyle Pitts numbers, okay, and compare it to a guy that's. Hold on, let me see something. Think so. I'm not just thinking about this.
mm.
So we got a guy like a. Ooh, this is really interesting. So keep in mind a guy like Travis Kelce was a third round pick, right?
Hmm.
And think about this. Travis Kelce is a third round pick. His numbers exceeded obviously all the expectations around him. But there's a funny thing with Travis Kelce. Like if you look at him, how if you just look at Travis Kelce and not know much about him, about where he was drafted, how many touchdowns you just looking at him would you think that he will put up, not knowing that he played with a guy like um to be honest, you
Patrick
can't really
Mahomes.
say like how many touchdowns would you think he would be averaging?
Average, I say about, I'll say anywhere between five, maybe six.
Hmm. Which is really interesting. When you look at most of his career, he's always been in single digits as far as touchdowns concerned. He's had 3 years out of his almost 10-year career, going on in 11. He had 3 seasons where he's had double digit touchdowns. And the reason why I bring this up, like Kyle Pitts is one of those guys. The last couple of years when he had, I mean, even when he wasn't healthy, it's like Kyle Pitts has done pretty good in regards to touchdowns. He's been consistent, 3, 4, putting up some pretty decent numbers. He's never had under, 45. I'm talking about a healthy year. He's never had under 45. He had never had under 45 receptions. So for a guy that you can count on to give you not only 45 catches, but with those 45 catches, he's going to give you more than 600 yards. So think about that. Are you willing to give away a player he's going to catch the ball 45 times out of a year and give him away for a third round pick? Just think about that. would I give
Mm,
away a guy that is automatic? He's going to automatically give you 600 yards receiving, and just a guy that you throw to occasionally. And I'm talking about there are some games where he may not even touch the ball. Would you take
mm,
that deal?
mm.
Because he's going to give you again. He's going to give you 45 catches and 600 yards with those 400 or with those 600s.
Mm. Would I take that deal? Hmm. The only way and I'm gonna be honest with you at this standpoint, like the way that the team is situated and the way that they're advertising it and stuff like that, I could s- I could see I could actually pull that deal for the simple fact that you already know Kyle Pitts will not be back after this season because of the simple fact that they've already have established that Drake London is going to be the main receiving threat on this team. Second of all, based on Junebug or Michael Penix, are you really going? Like I said, are you really going to see that number this year? Especially if not only is he talking about that he wants to unleash Drake London, but then you also have a Bijan Robinson situation where he wants to be unleashed. So at a lot of point in time, Kyle Pitts, unfortunately, is going to be the guy that's going to take a lot of the brunt from a lot of not only this sports media, but the team basically is telling you that Drake London is going to be the primary receiving guy. And if it comes down to a point where if they don't, like you said, most likely they won't resign him after this year, you rather get something for nothing. Now, let's look at it from this standpoint. What is the main story that comes around Kyle Pitts from the Falcon media, from the Falcon fans, and from the sports media? What is the main thing that is always said about him? And that's my question to you.
That he doesn't care.
Okay. He said doesn't care. Is there anything else that he said?
I mean, that doesn't care kind of lazy goes in together. That he's a lazy route runner and
Uh,
all that type of stuff. So it just all that just
late,
goes into one.
late, okay. All in
I'll
okay,
just say
so he
nothing
doesn't
Kyle
know.
Pitts does is good enough, Kev. I'll just say that nothing he does is never good enough.
But remember, yeah. So I'm gonna dig deeper into that. The main talking points about Kyle Pitts is he's lazy, he can't catch. Well, actually, all of it rolls into that one. So yeah, you might be right on that. So he's an
It's a lot
overall
of stuff.
lazy player.
It just all of it just goes into one thing. That's why I was like, this. That's why I just
Mm,
said because it's a number of
he
things.
lazy.
He
Yeah.
don't look like
Right.
he's smiling. He don't look like he love football. He lazy. I mean, look, he doesn't run routes. I mean, if you 6'6", motherfucker, look, my brother's 6'6". All right, about 240, 250, his damn self. I like his motherfucking feet be hanging off a regular bed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is not fun for them. He can't get in the
Mm,
car and sit in the back like everybody else. That motherfucker got to sit damn near on top of the goddamn car. Like it's not
okay.
that easy for a guy that size to be able to do normal things. And that's why for me, I empathize and I sympathize with Kyle because I
Mm-hmm.
know in a big ass body like that, it's not comfortable. And I don't think people realize like even the smallest thing on a football field of you protecting yourself is damn near impossible for a guy like that because he's 6'6". He got so much fucking legs. You know how it was a commercial that you got legs for days or something like that. This girl got Stacy Keebler, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Stacy Keebler had them
She's
long ass
got
fucking legs. He
legs.
got legs. Like that's Kyle Pitts. That motherfucker got legs for days. It's not easy for him to get out of break like a regular person. So like for me, because I played not only football and being a guy at 6 feet, like 6 feet at a corner used to be too tall. You see what I'm saying? AJ Terrell was too tall in football. These guys were too tall. So it's like this picture of a guy 6'6". That's why I don't get caught up in he's 6'6". Have you seen Tony Gonzalez? That motherfucker look goofy as fuck coming out of his braids. He's just big as fuck.
Well, well, yeah, but Xavier here said not enough second and third, not just giving them all that talent. I know he's from Philly, but they be putting Reggie in that Philly. But here's the thing: if the if the notion, and like I said, this is not only from Atlanta Falcon fans, Atlanta Falcon media, and overall sports media. If he's considered a bust and lazy, a second and third round pick is actually too high. I think the third round pick in itself, based on that, is actually too high.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask y'all a question. If y'all think he's that lazy, why would you think a third round pick is too low?
Mm.
This is the question right here that I want everybody in the chat to kind of answer. If if said is true, and Kyle Pitts is just this lazy bum that y'all think that y'all say he is, wouldn't a third round pick be too high? Why like you said, with that kind of reputation? We had this show before when I talked about the 5 negative traits. Might just summed it up in the one word.
Mm-hmm.
With those traits in itself, the best you're gonna get is a 6th or 7th round pick. What do you think about that?
Like I said, I mean, if that is the case and they're just offering a third, like, no, I'm trying to add no shit in there, Michael. He said a third round pick. Y'all be trying to add shit. No, he said a third round
Mm-hmm.
pick. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's trash. He's a bum. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We don't give trash extra anything. You either get what the fuck you
Right.
offer or get the fuck out. We don't give trash. So the notion around him is that if he's not good enough for us,
Mm-hmm.
period.
Right.
Because all the general consensus, well, he's a guy that he he's a guy that was drafted fourth overall. It don't matter if he's a quality tight end or a damn good tight end, because if you just look at the tight end position in itself, he does a lot of things that Laporta, all these other guys, they don't do. I've seen the film on it. This is a laughable shit that I like when I look at Kyle Pitts film. I laugh at motherfuckers because I ain't never seen no Tony Gonzalez consistently run no fucking clear out route towards tight end, toward cornerbacks. I haven't seen that. Maybe in his younger days, but even in his younger days, they still use him like a tight end. They do not use Kyle Pitts as a regular tight end. Here, he's running clear out routes on the boundaries. I
Mm.
know people gonna be mad at me for saying Tony Gonzalez wasn't used like Kyle Pitts, but you can suck my left toe. Okay, suck my left toe.
You Yeah, but like Jam here said, lazy would be a fifth round pick trade value.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That sounds about right. So
Because
go ahead,
go ahead.
go ahead. Now I was gonna ask you, and William actually said it earlier in the chat where he said he's done with him. If that is the conscientious thought of a lot of people, these are the very same people that would tell you that they done with him, but they
Wow.
don't want they. But the thing is, they want at least second round pick and player compensation for him. You can't get that if a guy's reputation is he's lazy. That don't work that way.
Let me read this comment because I think it's actually funny. All right, so let me ask this question before I even say that. All right,
What's that?
what do we ask? We got Darnell Mooney. Okay, what do we ask Darnell Mooney to do?
That's the wrong routes.
That right there. Just answer that question, people. What do we ask Tyler Algier and Darnell Mooney to do? Those are simple questions.
Mm.
Because I'm about to say something. The reason why I think it's funny is because I know how y'all gonna react. So we talk about Darnell Mooney and we talking about Tyler Algier. What do we ask those guys to do for their respective positions?
Mm.
I would love
Jarvis say Jarvis say play second fiddle to Drake and Bisha.
but that exactly. Go ahead. I want to see some more. I really want to see some more because I really want. Be
Michael
ready.
said My Michael said be ready. Let's see what else we got here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Southside.
Southside. Uh Xavier here said he doesn't think he's lazy. I think he was feeling these quarters. I don't think he was feeling these quarterbacks after Matt Ryan. I think he's going to break out this year. Red and Mariota couldn't even give Pitts a semi. He likes Michael Penix. Um, let's see, stuff the Stuff Animal Club. They play supposed roles.
Mm. It's
Nah,
funny.
don't do nah, do not block. Please don't block nobody.
No, hell
That
no. No, we don't do
nah
that.
nah nah.
Look, that man he ain't disrespectful. Look,
Yeah
he's just as welcome
yeah
on here as
yeah
everybody else.
yeah. He like you said, the fact that he already came in with a 28-3 joke, that already lets you know, man, that he ain't nobody y'all need to concern yourselves over.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out, is 28-3 supposed to be something that's supposed to make us feel bad?
Yeah. I don't know
I'm
what that's
still trying
supposed
to
to be.
figure. I got over 28-3 after the day after the Super Bowl.
Right. Look, we had to get right back
But
on.
but this is kind of what I talk about. This is why I was saying about a lot of fans from other teams use the 28-3 thing to kind of get Falcon fans in their emotions and start sitting here bitching, moaning, and crying about it. I'll tell it to you right now. The Atlanta Falcons deserve to lose that Super Bowl. Like I said, you
Mm-hmm.
don't take care of business, you damn lose.
Where you think all my vitriol come from for Raheem Morris? What's wrong with y'all? And Shanahan. and Dan Quinn. Y'all think I just came up, man? I'm just gonna hate. I'm just gonna hate Raheem Morris for no reason at all. No, motherfucker, you was standing right next to that damn clown. Didn't say a damn thing.
but but like you said, that's just a good part to kind of it, just kind of give a clarification on that. So like you said, it doesn't really bother anybody over here. Like you said, y'all just go ahead and ignore it. But getting back to Kyle Pitts,
The reason why I said that, Kev, is because you see how simple it was when we talk about Mooney and Tyler
get
here. You just said be
get
ready.
ready, be ready,
That's it.
get open.
What do we want when Kyle Pitts? We want him to route and run routes. You want him to catch the ball. You want him to block better. You want him to have 90 catches, 10 touchdowns. And then when you got Tyler Algier, you say bullshit like be ready. The fuck we
So
talking about?
so let's ask this question: Is it because is it because he has not eclipsed that 1,000 yard season again? Is kind of the reason why all this
Mm-hmm.
is kind of going on. Where
He
he's
put
not
up
leading the
for
league. Cause what I think it is, I'm gonna say it again. I think the issue that a lot of people have with him is the fact that he's not one of the top receivers in the league. That's wide
him.
receivers included.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because what it is compared to what Jamar Chase is in Cincinnati. People looking at those Jamar Chase numbers and is basically saying to themselves, Kyle Pitts needs to get those type of numbers. But then you also have to play into a realization that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow been playing together since LSU days, since the LSU days, since
Mm-hmm.
2019. Since because I'm
You
saying
know what's
Joe
funny?
Burrow was at Joe Burrow was at Ohio State. He had transferred. He played 1 year at LSU. It was it 1 year at LSU or was it 2 years?
Ohio State. I think it was Ohio State.
I'm talking about LSU when he transferred to LSU. Was it 1 year or two? I can't remember.
You talking about LSU? I
Yeah.
think it was 2 years. He got hurt that year when he
Okay.
transferred.
So that was 2018 and 2019 is when he broke out. So Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow been with each other since 2018. That's going on damn near 7, 8 years. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he transferred, but I think he
Yeah.
ended up getting hurt
It
that
may,
year.
like you
But
said, it may have been 1 or 2 years. I'm not sure,
it was 2 years.
but
It
I
was
know.
2 years. I know that, but I think he got hurt 1 year late. It might have been late in that Ohio State year, if I'm not. But I know it was.
Hmm.
Yeah, he did. No, 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 no. It was. He did. He did play, but like I said, it wasn't to the standard that they was hoping for that year. But yeah, he
Right.
played 2 years Ohio State and 2 years with LSU.
Mm. Is that they only saying that because he was drafted fourth overall. If he was drafted third round, they wouldn't be giving him so much smoke. They wanted Jamar Chase on the low.
And they wanted. I'm glad you said that because the thing is, let me ask you a question, Case Down.
What's
You
that?
got Matt Ryan and you got Mike Vick. All right, both of them number one overall. Let's just hypothetically say both of them number one overall because they are
Okay.
number one overall. Would you expect Matt Ryan to be a good runner?
No,
Why?
because he's a quarterback. I expect him to throw the football.
Okay. So
Hmm.
you got, let's just say Travis Kelsey. Let's throw him out of there. Let's just put a Sam Laporta, for example.
Mm.
He was drafted number four overall. The same guy that we see today. Now his numbers has dwindled too. Okay, his numbers has went down a bit. But if he were putting up the exact same numbers year after year, would you say, all right, I'm expecting this guy because he had 60 catches, 700 yards, not much
Mm,
better than what we had with Kyle Pitts. He may have like 100 more, but like if you look at
mm,
the average, those guys pretty much had the exact same numbers. And he didn't have a ton of receivers that the Falcons had. Because you got
mm.
Moon, you got Drake, and then you got Ray Ray. He got that Saint whatever the fuck his name is. Saint James
On the same Brown,
Brown.
Jameson,
Yeah.
Williams. You got Bijan, not Bijan, but Jameer Gibbs, who catches passes out the backfield. So essentially, when you really think about it, it's kind of built the same. It's damn
The
near the
thing
same
is with that though,
situation. Was
the thing with that though, do you know the difference in that?
they're not asking Sam Laporta to be the top dog, the top receiver on the team.
So
He
with
played.
that, mm-hmm. Go ahead.
He plays a role. Because if we look at what Detroit is, Detroit is they're pretty much right now. It's Jared Goff, but you're leaning on Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery. That's your
Mm-hmm.
1-2 punch, which sounds very, very familiar, by the way.
Yes. 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 They
So,
rely
so
on one receiver that's not named Amra St. Brown.
Ross Brown.
They lean on one receiver. Okay? Let me say it again. They lean on one receiver. The Atlanta
Right,
Falcons leaned on two receivers, three receivers.
right.
Drake London, Ray McLeod, and Darnell Mooney.
Mm,
You know, all three of those guys got in common.
what's up?
All those guys caught over 60 passes.
Mm. So it just basically just comes down to are we good? Are we are we too ingrained in the numbers of said Kyle Pitts
There we go.
without
Now you're exactly where I'm going.
but while at the same time looking at the numbers of the other guys who are also benefiting from the same offense.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so I think I'm getting where you're coming from.
Yes.
The reality of it is if you're expecting Kyle Pitts in 2025 to be a 1,310 touchdown guy,
Go back to what you said, Kev.
that's a you problem.
Yeah.
Me, I don't give a fuck.
There's a lesson in all this, though.
I'm gonna say
That's
it
a
like
good
this:
lesson.
if like you said, let's say Michael Penix puts up a little bit more numbers than Kirk Cousins this year. If we have the same output as we did this past season, I'm fine with it. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody has a chance to touch the football. But what it is we start looking at these as stakes. Because really what it comes down to with this Kyle Pitts thing, and I do want to move on to the next topic. They look at the players like Jamar Chase, Patrick Surtain Jr., Penny Sewell. They look at these guys and they're looking at it as a damn, we could have had this kind of guy situation. This is
Mm-hmm.
where the Kyle Pitts shit really comes from. They look at Jamar Chase, they look at Penny Sewell, they look at Michael Parsons, they look at Patrick Surtain Jr. And what it is it's a resentment to that player because these players right here are showing out for their prospective teams. That doesn't guarantee that if you got either one of those players, they would do that here.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes back to my original question. Is that trade scenario or that trade proposal for Kyle Pitts to Philly for just a third round pick, is it too high? Is it too high if he's lazy?
Of course, it's way too high. Y'all said he's a bum, so of course you don't get shit for being a bum. You get scraps out the trash can. And the thing is, too, even with the Kyle Pitts and looking at those numbers, like
Mm-hmm.
those numbers aren't as bad because again, the player that Jamar Chase don't have to share the ball with four other guys.
Right. Right.
So I would take
He get
a Kyle Pitts because, like I said, you look at Detroit, he doesn't have to share the ball with three or four other wide receivers, three other wide receivers. Kyle had to share the ball with Ray, Drake,
Drake,
and Moon.
Mooney.
And then another 60 catches from Bijan out of the backfield. Those are four
Right.
guys he got to share the ball with. So my thing is, if he's lazy, then like if we gave him, let's just say we gave him 30 more 30 more targets out of that. You don't think Kyle Pitts would be able to have 60, 70 catches and 1,000 yards if we get and this is one of the main reasons why I said we got to get Ray McGoose up off this motherfucking team.
Damn it, Mike!
We passed
Man,
his ass 70
I was
goddamn
about to
times,
ask.
motherfucker.
I was about to ask the question. Let's say they do trade Kyle Pitts. Do? I'm gonna ask everybody that's watching. Let's say they trade Kyle Pitts. Do you feel hold on, let me rephrase. Just based off 2024. Is Ray McLeod more valuable to this offense than Kyle Pitts? This is for
Yeah,
the people watching.
you trying to make me barf.
This is a serious question. Is Ray McLeod more important to this offense than Kyle Pitts? This is a serious question.
I mean, from what I've heard, I say yes.
He's more
Just
important.
based off what we've heard from people.
Mm.
I'm not talking about my own personal, based on how people have talked about him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because all these questions right here is just based off of conversations that I've had, talking points that I've heard.
Sean. Oh boy.
he said Ray McLeod. he gave him a new name.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him a new name, Ray McLeod. So if you ask the typical Falcon fan, they will tell you that Ray McLeod is more important to this offense than Kyle Pitts. Which means, if that is the case, then that third round pick is way too high.
Mm-hmm. Look.
Tell me if I'm lying.
No.
Tell me if I'm lying. Because if a guy's reputation is he's lazy, then a third round pick is way too high.
Yeah.
You get him away for a 6th round pick. You get rid of it. Like I said, since they've said that Ray McLeod is more important to the offense than Kyle Pitts, you take the deal.
Kev.
Mm,
So this is
I'm just
really
saying.
interesting that I found this out because you made me really do some searching right now. So
Right.
teams that are built like the Atlanta Falcons are literally Cincinnati. And I think this is an interesting stat. This is really interesting before we go to the next topic. All right, so a team that passes the ball a heck of a lot, and they have more than one, two receivers, one more than one main two receivers. Guess how much their tight end caught the ball and the
I think
yards?
I think it's on average probably like about 40 catches, 450.
Mike Gesicki. Now they had three Andre. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. You say how the hell you say that name again?
Oh, Andrea Yosibas.
Yosibas. Okay, all right. Andre Yosibas. He had 36 catches. T. Higgins 73 catches,
Mm.
and Jamar Chase done had every fucking pass thrown to man for him with 127 receptions. The interesting thing about Mike Gesicki, his numbers are damn near identical than Kyle Pitts. So for with the players that we have on our squad, I actually think Kyle Pitts overachieved because it didn't take him 60 catches like Mike Gesicki to get 600 yards.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's not a lot of teams in the NFL that have more than three that have more than they have three wide receivers that they can get the ball to. Like the only team, and I can't even think of a team honestly. Cincinnati, Atlanta. I want to see Justin. I want to say the Vikings, but I don't think I'm right with that. That they threw the ball. They
Oh,
throw the ball a heck of a lot. I know they threw a lot to their wide receivers,
you know
but
what? You, you know what? You know what? In my devious mind, I just came up with a whole nother scenario
uh
with my devious mind.
uh
Send Kyle Pitts to New Orleans. How about that? Let's send
no, we're
Kyle
not.
Pitts to New Orleans.
Look,
Yeah,
I'd rather hit
because
myself in the ball. I get
look,
myself
look,
a nut pick.
look, look, look. You gotta send the bus. Send a bus to your arch rival. He gonna be a bus for them too. I'm
Hmm.
just saying.
Yeah, it's not even Justin Jefferson. So there's not a team in the NFL that throws the ball like that to their wide receivers as much, and they tight ends still get more than 45
That
catches.
be dude. Boy, that shit would be wild. And as devious as this season could play out, I could
I'm
see
not
that
paying
being.
attention to Kev right now. I'm not paying
I could see
attention.
that as a possibility. Kyle Pitts traded to the Saints.
No, you can't see that. You want it to happen. Yeah,
No,
that
I
ain't
don't
stop
want it to
lying, nigga.
happen. I
You
don't
want
want
it
it
to
to
happen because
happen.
you want to see them complain about this shit. You want to see
But
them get them that
that
shit
too.
hit right.
That's exactly what I want. I want to see these motherfuckers bitch, moan, and complain. That's
Yeah,
all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear is bitch, moan, and complain.
y'all asked for it.
I
You
say it.
asked for
Yeah. I say if y'all want Kyle Pitts out that badly, send them to the worst possible team that you could send them to. And that would be
it.
New Orleans. And that shit would be hilarious as hell.
Yeah.
Because one of two things could possibly happen. Numbers could get worse, or his numbers could get better. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Falcon fans wouldn't have to worry about it no more, especially if the New Orleans, if the Falcons are still whooping up on the Saints' ass. I'm just saying.
Just saying, yo.
Because it's very, very quiet in camp, when it comes to Kyle Pitts, they haven't asked Penix about Pitts that much, but they asked a whole lot of Mooney and Drake London. Y'all pay attention to that. Oh, they gonna jinx
No,
it. They talk about I'm gonna jinx it. No. If he's that big of a bust, you send the bus to a motherfucking team that ain't shit. And the Saints ain't shit. So you send the bus there.
bullshit. Because the thing is, if he's a
Cause
bust,
I was going,
like everybody
cause,
say he
cause
is,
I, cause I was going, cause I was actually, cause my original thought was gonna be probably Denver Broncos. Cause you know how Sean Payton loves those type of
oh,
tight
he'll
ends.
turn him into a 1,000-yard receiver, like just like that, no doubt about it.
Right.
Andy Reid will do some magic with him. I mean, Joe Burrow in
Lord.
Cincinnati will do magic.
Oh my God. Oh man, let's get to the next topic, man. I just to see a couple of these
Next
motherfuckers
time,
squirm hearing that shit is fucking
that's
hilarious to
all
me.
you did, you evil bastard. You just want to see them squirm.
Am I lying though? If
I
Kyle
mean, they
Pitts
said
is
he
a
was
if he's lazy and a bust, you usually send those to your worst enemy, so he could be a bust and lazy over there. I thought that would have made sense, but apparently apparently he's a bust when he's here, but you don't want nobody else to have him. So I just leave it at that. But as y'all see on the screen, the main topic of today's show is ESPN had recently, just in terms of yesterday,
Hmm.
released their quarter century team. For those that don't know what quarter century is, that's they're all. It's pretty much just say their all time team for the past 25 players from the past 25 years.
I'm bracing
And
myself, y'all.
okay, so I'm trying to read this thing because I'm on my phone, so I can't really read it that well. All
I
right,
get it.
all right. So Mike, would you mind naming off some? We're gonna start with the offense, give our thoughts on the offensive side, and then we're gonna go to the defensive side, defensive special teams side. And you know how it go. So
All right. So
let's
we
go.
have the quarterback position. All right. So the quarterback position has Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
The fullback
I,
position is go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask. I was gonna go one by one, just like a quick
All right.
opinion on one. Okay, so the quarterback side. How do you feel about
Mm-hmm.
that quarterback side? I mean, I know you. I know Peyton Manning on there, so I know you
Yeah,
gonna automatically love
look,
that part right there.
I'm honest. I'm honest about the quarterback position.
Hmm.
Um, I would take Patrick Mahomes off of there just because he's not Matt Ryan. Because you look at all those guys. I mean, I would have put Drew Brees over Patrick Mahomes. I would have put Matt Ryan over him. Hell, I probably would have put Phillip Rivers over him because, like, you just look at Phillip Rivers, what he's done over his career. We're throwing championships out of it because it's about consistency. Like, if you're gonna do that, why the fuck a guy like you know what? I'm gonna get to that. But there's some
You,
people on
you,
here that on this list. I'm like, all right, why the hell you even on here? Because
we ain't got to that part yet.
yeah, we ain't got
Okay,
that part yet. But I'm
cause
taking
what I
Patrick
was
Mahomes
surprised,
out of that.
I was surprised as much as they dick ride Aaron Rodgers. I was surprised they didn't put him on the
That's
list.
why
So
I'm
that,
taking that's why I'm taking Patrick Mahomes off of that because his career's still going. I think it's
mm,
stupid. and dumb
Okay.
and just lazy. I think he's lazy more than anything. I think he's lazy, and there's a lot of
Mm,
slurping going along with this list because Patrick Mahomes
okay.
still going.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Go finish off. Continue to the next position.
All right, so the next position is the fullback position, and Jesus Christ, and this is last 25 years, y'all. Okay, quarter
Last
century.
25 years. So this is from the
Last 25
2000.
years.
This is from the 2000 season to now.
Okay, this motherfucker decided that he gonna put some crowd cruise chick on here,
Oh,
and
get the fuck out of here. Wait a
I
goddamn
just
minute,
learned how to
Rondell.
pronounce the motherfucking name.
Wait,
I just
whoa,
learned
whoa,
how to
whoa,
pronounce
whoa,
the name.
whoa. Hold on. Time to fuck out. Time to fuck out. Rewind that back. Say that name one more time.
Kyle cruise chick.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
This is the best fullback in the last 25 years. Kyle cruise chick.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Kyle fucking cruise chick. Let's think about that.
Bullshit. First of all, there was once a man named Mike Allstott.
Yes. Lorenzo Neal. Like, oh my
Lorenzo
God, dude.
Neal.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh, Jesus.
O.V. Mahaley.
O.V. Mahaley. Oh, gosh. Hmm.
Get the no, 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 no.
Mike Allstott, he was not
Y'all
only
already
around.
started off, but already started. Hell, I would have put Patrick DeMarco.
Yeah.
Put Patrick DeMarco over here.
Yes. Yeah.
They put
Next
Kyle
position.
Juszczyk in there because he's essentially he's used as he's an H back. That's basically
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I would have been cool. See, we was cool. I was cool with the quarterbacks, but this is where the fuck up comes in at.
Yeah.
You put Kyle Juszczyk
Oh, my God.
over Mike Allstott, Lorenzo Neal, who Lorenzo Neal has blocked for some of the greatest running backs
Great.
this league has ever seen,
Yeah.
including Mike Allstott, his damn self.
And oh my God, this is where I want. This is really where I want to get myself a nut check right here. The running back position is just look. This shit is nasty work.
Okay.
You need your eyeballs poked out for this shit.
Go ahead and read it to the people.
This shit. You really need your eyeballs poked. I mean, both of them. Where you can't ever see again. All right. So the running back. Listen to y'all. Buckle your seatbelts for this. Brees Holmes, Christian McCaffrey, and Derrick Henry. And the last 25 years.
No. What? See? Hold on. No. No. I love me some Priest Holmes, but I'm not putting him over LaDainian Tomlinson for one thing.
AP, where's Adrian Peterson in here? What in the fuck?
Where's Marshall Faulk, nigga? What are we talking about? I'll put Steven Jackson in that bitch over Priest Holmes.
Oh my God! But what are we doing? No AP, no LaDainian Tomlinson. Priest Holmes wasn't half a fucking LT. Priest Holmes and Derrick Henry couldn't catch the ball if he goddamn bounced that motherfucker like
Derrick Henry ain't nothing more than Steven Jackson without hands, nigga. What are we talking about? ESPN. No beast mode.
No beast mode at all.
Oh, no Chris Johnson. You know what?
No CJ. The fact that you got Christian McCaffrey on here, I ought to slap the living fuck out of you.
That's a bullshit right there. Nope.
This motherfucker can't even stand. He can't even stay healthy for a season.
That motherfucker Christian.
Christian Mahomes had injury too.
Look. Since the year 2000, we've seen Corey Dillon, LaDainian Tomlinson, Clinton Portis, AP, Beast Mode, Matt Forte, Travis Henry. For those that don't know, Travis Henry was a dog too. Thomas Jones. Fucking Michael Turner. What are we?
Yeah,
You
Mike
know what?
Turner. What are we talking about? Michael
Go
Turner
to the
was
next
better
one, Mike.
than.
Go to the next one before I get upset.
All right, so the wide
I feel my
receivers.
I feel
This is
I feel my blood starting to boil right now because the ESPN literally just pissed off my portion of the football field, which is the backfield. All right,
yeah, that is disgusting. This nasty work too. So we got Randy Moss, Julio Jones, Marvin Harrison, Calvin Johnson, Terrell Owens, Justin Jefferson.
no, fuck no. I'm taking Justin Jefferson off that list.
Why is he
No,
even on here? Why is he even on here?
the fuck is that
Why is he
shit
even?
over Larry Fitzgerald? Get the hell
Are
out of
you
here.
fucking
No,
kidding me?
no,
Absolutely.
no. Everybody else is cool. I'm cool with everybody else. That one, no,
No, ain't got no business
no,
on this list.
no,
Ain't had no business on this list.
no.
The last 25, I would have put Mike Evans over him. At least Mike Evans don't
Mike,
play 8 years.
Mike Evans, Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan
Roddy
Bold,
fucking White.
Roddy
Roddy
White,
White. Are you kidding me?
DeAndre Hopkins, something.
Yeah, this is nasty work, ESPN. This is where y'all just lose all. Look, y'all
This
should never do sports ever again. Okay,
Andre Johnson. What are we?
Andre Johnson is a. Oh my God, that dude's a man.
Um,
Yeah, that's nasty. This is disgusting. So the tight
Hines,
end,
Hines, Hines Ward, bro.
Hines Ward,
Hines Ward.
Adrian, but Antonio Brown. Y'all put him over Antonio Brown. Ain't no way you put Justin Jefferson on no fucking Antonio Brown, bro. Ain't no fucking way.
Chad Ochos.
Nigga, boy, y'all got me saying nigga up in here now. Oh man, I would have said, I would have said that too. Like, what are we? Chad Johnson? Are you kidding me? Him and TJ Houshmandzada was a problem, bro. This
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, bro. Get out of here.
Fuck up out of here. All right,
Tight
go
end
to the next
position.
tight end position.
Gronk,
Go ahead.
Kelsey, Tony Gonzalez.
I can deal with that. Honorable,
I second that emotion.
honorable mention would be Antonio Gates.
Yes. Yes. He was a product. He was a byproduct of Tony Gonzalez and run. Well, mostly Tony Gonzalez for the most part, being second fiddle as far
Right.
as a superstar. And plus,
Right.
he didn't play with an organization that won championships like that. But Tony G was just a fucking alien at tight end position.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, around that time, like you said, well, Jeremy Shockey really didn't. Like you said, he was good, but like you said,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have the consistency like that.
Yeah.
But when you start looking at guys like a Dallas Clark, Jason Witten, like you said, Tonio Gates, man, who that motherfucker play for the the fuck that man name is? I can't think of it right now. I can't think of it. The Shockey, like you said, Shockey. Not Mercedes Lewis because he wasn't nothing more than a goddamn lineman. Damn it, what that man name was?
Oh, what team?
Was it Chris Cooley? Was it Chris Cooley? For
I
the
mean, it was
at the time at the Redskins, Jimmy
yeah,
Graham. I even put Jimmy Graham in that mug. Like you said, those are some greats right there. But I could agree with the tight end list. We cool with that.
Mhm.
All right, go to the next position on offense.
So we got the left tackle, and that's Joe Thomas and Trent Williams. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I
Oh.
I I can't even do this. I I
I take
I
Trent.
can't even do this.
I can't. I love Trent Williams, but I can't put him over Orlando Pace or Jonathan Ogden. No,
Yeah, you need to
I
be
can't do
sacrificed to the absolute God. Okay,
that.
for that shit alone.
Walter Jones, bro. No, I could see
Look,
Joe
Joe Thomas
Thomas.
is a good guy, but he ain't better than no
I,
damn Pace. Get the
I
fuck out of
can't.
here.
Like I said, that's kind of like I said. That's off right there to me. I
That's
think they got it wrong on both of them. Those would be honorable mentions more so than me.
yeah, they ain't got no business being on no damn all century
Like I
team.
said,
Like no.
all 25-year team. Because I look at Jonathan Ogden, Orlando Pace, Walter Jones. Yeah, I say Bob Whitfield. That's one of the
Bob
honorable
Whitfield,
mentions
like
right
he'll
there.
get no respect like that.
Jason Peters. Jason Peters was undrafted, and he went on and
Hmm.
did his damn thing like that.
Yep. So
Who's
the left guard position, Alan Faneca and Steve Hutchinson.
I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
Okay, yeah, I
I
don't
can
think
deal with
there's an
that.
argument there.
I can deal with that.
The
Uh,
center position. Now, I got a problem with this. I have a problem with this.
who's the center?
No shit, Jason Kelsey.
Oh fuck no.
You know that
Mm,
he worked for the
no.
motherfucker, so you know what? I'm not even gonna go
no.
there. It
No.
ain't even
No.
that.
No. No.
You
No.
can't tell
No.
me that
No. No.
Jason Kelsey better than Alex Mack. You ain't nowhere in here you can tell me that. Ain't no way you can convince me that Jason Kelsey better than Alex Mack. No way, sir.
Mm,
There's no way. I don't think there's no better than ain't no way he better than Alex Mack. And I'm not talking about the Alex Mack with the Falcons. I'm talking about the
oh,
Alex Mack with Cleveland.
with the Cleveland Browns, yeah.
Like that dude was a monster, man.
Hey, I'm about to say for the left guard position, let me go back to the left guard position just for 1 second. Let me put an honorable mention in there if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Shields, Kansas City
Willie
Chiefs.
Fields is another one. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Kansas City Chiefs, that dude was a consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they ran behind him with that Priest Holmes. Yeah, Will Shields, they ran behind him
Willie,
so
Willie,
much.
Willie,
The whole running
Willie,
game was
Lo,
just behind him.
Willie Loaf and Will Shields
Yep.
with a Tony Richardson leading the way. So
Yep.
that's another
Hmm.
fullback.
So the right
But
guard position, I knew they were gonna suck the left nipple off this motherfucker right here. I'm not even surprised by this shit. Zach Martin, who would have thought and Marshall
uh,
Yonder.
who's see left guard position?
So the right guard was Zach Martin and Marshall Yonder.
I could deal with Zach Martin. Actually, I don't. Hmm. Oh, that's tough.
I got one.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ain't nobody better. Marshall Yonder ain't better than Chris Lindstrom. 'Cause
I wouldn't put.
Chris Lindstrom came into that motherfucker beasting.
Only reason why only reason I'm leaving Chris Lindstrom out of here
I'm
because
just saying.
I know what you're saying. I know
yeah.
what you're saying. I'm trying to leave Chris
I'm
Lindstrom
thinking
out of
about the
here.
young guys off. Like young guys should not be on that still playing like that. So that's why I'm
Hold
leaving
on,
Lindstrom
whoa,
off.
whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a goddamn minute! Wait a goddamn minute! Hold on, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Would you plug Larry Allen as a right guard? 'Cause I know he played left guard.
Um,
Or with that kind of in the mid to all around to the end of his career around that time. I think that was right around the end of his career, so I think that's why they didn't put him on there. Never mind, never mind. I'm tripping.
I mean, I can get it. I can understand.
Yeah.
I'm not crapping on Marshall Yonder, but like I said, he deserved to be there on the strength that Lindstrom is still young and he's still playing. But Marcion is not better than Chris Leslie.
Nah, you know what? No, I would take. Damn, because Marco Rivera was pretty good for the Packers.
hmm I
Um,
mean, what's the damn? I want to say that no.
I was gonna say Barry Sims, but mm, yeah.
Yeah, the right guard. It hasn't been a lot of right guards that have been as
Yeah,
dominant
yeah,
like
Xavier
that.
Levy. Yeah, you're right. I think Larry Allen was more '90s than anyway, because right around the 2000s, right around the tail end of things.
Yeah. hmm
So I can understand that. But going to the next one.
I don't know how I feel about this, but Lane Johnson and Willie Anderson. Now I can understand. Hold on, wait a
With,
minute, wait a
with,
minute, wait a minute. Willie
Willie
Anderson,
Anderson, Willie Anderson, the right tackle for the Cincinnati Bengals. I can deal with that.
was he coming toward the end of his career though? I'm not
No,
sure.
no. He was a young guy around that time. Cause I think he got
Okay,
drafted back in like '99 or something like that. So he was young.
okay, all right, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I know he drafted in the night. That's what I'm saying. Okay, all right, it makes
Yeah, I
sense.
think he was like the late '90s. He got drafted, but he played most of
Okay,
his time in the 2000s.
all right, that makes sense. Why? All right, Lord have mercy. So let's get to this
Right?
coaching staff. Let's get to this coaching staff.
Oh, I'm about to say, Lane Johnson. I might have a problem with that one. I
Yeah, I
might
got
have
a
a
major
problem with that.
problem with the Lane Johnson.
I might have a problem with that. But let's get to the beauty part of the offensive side.
So, oh my God. So this is the coaching staff. All right. This is hilarious. This fucking hella funny. This shit is fucking hilarious. I can't even believe they had the nuts to do this bullshit. Okay? So the head coach is Bill Belichick. That is a crime in its own. And I meant that be very disrespectful. I didn't mean that in a good. That's a crime in its own. Bill Belichick. This is where y'all gonna lose y'all fucking mind. Because I could literally name five other offense coordinators better than this motherfucker right here. And it's Kyle Shanahan as the offensive coordinator.
The best
The
offensive
defensive
coordinator in the
coordinator.
last 25 years.
Yeah. What the fuck has he done in 25 years? And then the defensive coordinator is Wade Phillips.
Wade
And
Phillips,
special
yeah,
teams
I can
guys
fuck
is
with that.
Dave Too.
But who are some offensive coordinators, Mike, that you can put above Kyle Shanahan right now?
Right now, I mean Kubiak right off the rap, because these guys were calling plays. All right, these guys were calling plays, and I think that's the thing. Kubiak was calling his plays. Kyle Shanahan wasn't calling the plays in Houston like that. That was Gary Kubiak's team. So to even have him on this fucking list because he only really became great when he came to the Atlanta Falcons and then um went to San Francisco. He was an okay offensive coordinator with Cleveland. Like, don't nobody remember his fucking tenure at no damn Cleveland. He don't even remember it.
Nigga, what the Lord, Lord,
Wade
Lord.
Phillips is the defensive coordinator. I mean, it's so many other guys, Sean
It's
Payton,
so
Andy
many.
Reid. Like, what are you talking about? And these guys were calling plays. Okay, it's not your design because Andy Reid was a guy calling the plays. Okay,
Yeah, I'll be honest.
they
I'll
had
be honest
offensive
with
guys.
you. I'll be honest with
Mm-hmm.
you. I'll put Bruce Arians in there too.
Bruce Arians, another one of those guys. Yeah, Bruce Arians was another one of those guys. I mean, if you want to be honest, I believe Tom Moore with Colts, he was calling the plays on top of it
Hmm.
for a good little minute in the early 2000s. He was calling plays. So
So you
another one
say,
of those guys that was back in
so you say
California.
he made the list because his last name Shanahan.
Look, he made the list because his daddy made the list, and that's Bill Belichick.
Marty Schottenheimer.
Marty Schottenheimer was another one of those guys.
Um, what was the coach? Whoa, who was? Damn it, My fucking coach. He coached the Chiefs. He coached the Rams, and then ended up coaching the Chiefs.
Big Vermeil.
Did Vermeil, yeah.
Like Arians, like to have Kyle Shanahan just disrespectful as an offensive coordinator. Ain't got no business. That motherfucker ain't got no championship. You up here talking about some fucking all best off. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why are we on this?
Oh my
And
god!
Wade Phillips is one of the greatest defensive minds of all time. Like that ain't no like to have him right there over quite a few
I
people. I personally wouldn't choose him over Rex Ryan, but I don't have a problem with him being there.
right, right.
Because Rex Ryan was a hell of a goddamn defensive. Like I said, that's what his defense is. Everywhere he went, that it was Rex Ryan. You made no mistake about it. It was his defense.
All right. And then, like you said, I don't really know too much about tops.
Don't
So
nobody know day two like that. He just had solid guys that could kick the ball, punt, returners, and most of that was done. Um, whew, what was most of that done with day two? I mean, I do know with him. You just look at where he's been. Um,
mhm.
he was with Kansas City for a good little, a good period of time. The Philadelphia Eagles and then the Bears, but the Bears had a good
Oh,
start with obviously with good God Almighty,
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester, and you know with Kansas City, Philadelphia Eagles. I mean they
Yeah,
too
that's it.
had pretty good.
Okay.
They've had pretty
Okay. Now
good. So
I can
I
see it
don't.
right because you say Kansas City. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
David
13 through
Akers,
17.
49ers.
He one of the best special
Dante.
teams.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I get it. I get it. Okay, so we cool with that. All right. So as far as the offensive side of the ball, what
Hmm.
is your overall assessment of it?
My
Some
overall
bullshit.
assessment is somebody
Some
done pull their
bullshit.
panties down. They done pull their panties down and got stuck by somebody. That's what I think about the offense side of the ball.
Oh,
I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no
ain't
panties
got no
on. I
panties
ain't got
on.
no
Ain't
panties
got
on.
no panties on the dance floor.
That's what
All right.
that's what the offense mean.
All right. All right. All right. So let's get to the defensive side of the ball. Let's get to the defensive side of the ball. So, Mike, I'll
Oh
let you
my
go ahead
god.
and
I
read the
don't even like this.
defensive.
I don't even like this at all. I don't like nothing about this edge. So this is the edge guys. I'm gonna just give you the edge guys right off the bat. Look, just look, keep the panties. Look, y'all just keep your panties off right now because we about to be bent over by ESPN. Listen to this edge, guys. Listen to the edge. This is so disrespectful. It really is. Oh my God, this is sickening. This is sickening.
All right.
DeMarcus Ware, Miles Garrett, Jared Allen, and Julius Peppers. And I'm gonna throw the honorable mention in there because these stupid son of a bitches said that he's a defensive lineman. I don't know what the fuck that even means. And JJ Watt. Like what the hell that mean? You play edge, you dumbass. Like you feel so damn dumb.
Hell, hell no. First of all,
DeMarcus Ware, bro. Like DeMarcus Ware. Miles Garrett. Jared Allen, bro. Like, come on. Jared Allen was not a great like that in the early 2000s. He was a damn good defensive end, but this putting him on an all quarter century is just this highway robbery. Julius Peppers.
who would you take? Who would you replace him with?
I mean, look, we talk about 2000 Jared Allen. I mean, right off the bat, I could just say Dwight Freeney. I could say Mathis. I could say motherfucker who's
Sammy
still
and
playing
Rice.
now.
Sammy. Well,
Sammy,
yeah.
like
Look, Sammy and Rice.
Cole,
That was kind of
Abraham.
now. That's kind of
Tony
pushing it.
Abraham was a better player than him. Like, bro, what are
Mm,
you talking? Jared Allen? Are you sick? Are you mentally twisted? I'm
You
not
said
taking
not
no
even that.
damn. I'm not taking no damn Jared Allen, no fucking Johnny Abraham, no Von Miller. Are you fucking sick in the head? That'd be the last. Looking at Jared Allen, like if you want to put a most goofy list together, put that dumb, goofy looking motherfucker on there.
I'm just
Don't
like
tell me them
I'm
Jared
laughing. This
Allen
shit
on
is
here.
fucking hilarious. This is funny. That's funny.
So fucking
Lord have
Jared Allen. Are you fucking
mercy.
serious? Okay, so the defensive tackle.
Hold on, wait, whoa, wait a minute. Edge rush. No
Mm-hmm.
Jason Taylor. No Jason
No
Taylor in this
Jason Taylor,
bitch.
bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I mean, I hate to say this, but even that fat slob stinking summer bitch in New Orleans is better than Jared Allen.
not,
Y'all
not,
know who I'm
not,
talking about.
not Cam Jordan.
Cam Jordan, Terrell. Like, bro, what are we doing? Cam
Terrell
Jordan better than
Suggs.
him.
Terrell Suggs.
Terrell, so, like, bro,
Oh,
what are you, Jared Allen?
oh.
For what?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm
stupid
sorry,
ass
y'all.
nigga, one
I was
tackle
not
in the head.
expecting this. I was. No, Julius Peppers is on there, but I wasn't. This reaction is hilarious because we read this shit just right off. This is like legit reaction right here.
I,
Cause
I, I
this is the.
purposely did not
I
read
said
it
Mike.
for
This
this
list.
show,
This.
though.
No, look. I said this to Mike. This is the first time he's actually reading this shit. So this is
Mm-hmm.
why I'm laughing so hard.
Because I purposely once I saw the first two, I was like, "Yep," I already knew what he was thinking. So I purposely did not read the list. I purposely didn't read this so we can have this reaction
No,
to the show.
exactly. All right, we'll get to the next position.
And I think this is hilarious because, like, all right, the defensive tackle, and I'll just give you the nose tackle on top of it. Aaron Donald, Calais Campbell, Chris Jones, Vince Wilfork. Now I have a problem with two of those guys because both of those guys played on the edge. It's just like they only concerned about motherfuckers that rush the quarterback, but Calais played more on the edge than he did inside. So why you put him as a
Campbell
defensive
wasn't
tackle?
even a defense. He wasn't even a three tech. What we?
Yeah, he wasn't even that. He played more on the edge. Now, if you wanted him to play in the middle, he can play, but he did most of the damage on the outside. So ESPN, Chris Jones is the same type of player that Calais Campbell was, just not the size. And then Vince Wilfork, look, that son bitch is a fat ass log in the damn. Okay,
I'm
yeah, he
cool
was
with it.
good at it, but I think guys like Haloti Nada,
Haloti
um,
Nada,
the tackle
um,
ball, defensive tackle right off the top of my head. Oh goddamn, Sam Adams, he's another one of those
Sam
guys. Like
Adams,
Grady,
Lord,
Grady, Grady,
Grady Jackson, the
Jackson.
Kevin, the Williams boys,
Yeah, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
the Roy Glover, Warren Sapp. God damn it!
No.
Somebody fucked up.
Yeah, they was a big time. No, I mean Randall kind of
Randall
retired
was
to
90. Randall was 90s. He was
90s.
90s. This is from the 2000 season to now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind
To have not have Ndamukong Suh and Chris Jones on there, I think that's stupid to be honest. Chris
bro.
Jones still going and Ndamukong Suh.
Look. I will put Chris Jenkins before I put Calais Campbell on there.
Yeah. He was a problem. Yeah, Chris
Marcus Stroud,
Jenkins.
John Henderson, Dominican Sue. Oh
Yeah, I don't know about this.
uh, and then the Vince Wilfork part. Uh,
The Vince Wilfork was just fat because he's a fat slob that played with the other Patriots. That's all he was.
and we know
Very
about
good,
J.J.
very
Watt.
good though. But he did everything that everybody else did, but he just
Right,
played for the damn Patriots.
right. Let's say, and then you got what's the devil? You said J.J. Watt.
Yes,
Yeah, JJ.
they
Yeah,
got
we
him
cool
as
with that.
defensive lineman. Like, what the fuck does
So
that even mean?
basically, he's everything. That's basically what they
Yeah,
should just renamed it everything.
yeah, everything.
Ooh, Jordan Davis, my ass. He ain't played long enough. All right, get to the
The linebacker.
linebackers, but
I got a major problem with one of these guys on this list, but the linebacker goes Ray Lewis, Urlacher, Luke Kuechly, Bobby Wagner, and Levante David. I got a major
I got
motherfucker problem with
I
that
got two
bullshit.
problems. I got two problems with that.
Yes.
Bobby Wagner and Levante Davis. I got major problem
Yeah,
with
I
that.
got a major problem with that. Those two right there got a major problem. Levante
Fuck
David,
no.
are we kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
Fuck no. Anybody heard of LeVar Arrington, nigga?
Yeah.
London Fletcher,
I mean the two
Jakail
Kansas
Spikes,
City, the KO spikes. We got the
Joey Porter,
San Francisco god dang it, right at the top of my head.
Patrick Willis,
Willis.
Patrick Willis.
Bro, what is going on? Levante, are you kidding me, bro?
Mm, 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 mm,
So let
mm,
us go to the cornerback because
mm,
these
mm,
linebackers are
mm,
getting on my nerves right now.
mm.
I got a major problem with this list too. Okay, listen to this bullshit. Okay, y'all gonna really listen to this bullshit. Yeah, Derrick Brooks was a monster on top of it. But listen to this.
That's what I'm saying. Damn. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I can't believe one guy is even on this list.
Oh, go ahead. Go
I
ahead, read
can't
it off.
believe two guys on this list. We got
Go ahead.
Darrell Reeves,
Okay.
Champ Bailey.
Okay.
He this, y'all. Richard Sherman, Rondé Barber, and Patrick Peterson. The silence says it all.
I think I know which one you talking about. Is it Mr.
Reeves,
Richard Sherman?
Rondé Barber, Peterson, Champ Bailey, and Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman ain't got no business on nobody damn team.
I
That motherfucker was in thirds every time you turn around. That man was in deep thirds every play.
I'll be honest with you. I would take Patrick Peterson off that list if he
I
want me to
would.
be
Those
honest.
are the people that I got a problem with. Rondé Barber wasn't no corner, no cover corner like that. They played him in cover two. He played in damn cover two 70% of the damn time. He had that damn defensive line. He wasn't as great as like no. He was very consistent at what he does, but to say the Rondé Barber deserved to be on the All Century team,
All 25 years and shit.
like come on, bro. No, Rondé Barber is not one of the guys that I think about when I think about corners. Sorry,
Oh my
and
god.
the safety position, I mean it's on point for the most part.
Safety,
Ed
but they go ahead and
Reed,
read the safety. Go ahead.
Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, Troy Polamalu, and Earl Thomas. I don't think anybody have a problem with that.
I'm just so mad that Sean Taylor didn't get to play his whole NFL career, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All because the man couldn't own a gun to protect
That was
himself.
my
That's some funny shit.
that was my favorite player in the league at that time. Goddamn Sean Taylor.
Hmm.
Um, let me see. Earl Thomas.
I wouldn't have put Earl Thomas on there. I mean, I know he has a
Nah.
good run, but I wouldn't have put him on there.
Mm-mm.
I thought Cam Chancellor was more of a was a was an impact safety than he was.
I would.
He just got a lot of time.
I actually would have put Eric Berry over Earl
I think
Thomas.
I agree.
I I would put Eric Berry above him on that. I'm not too mad about it. I'm not too up. Like I said, the bullshit with the fullbacks and running backs that already done pissed me off
Mm-hmm.
already. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said,
I'm
the
done with
safeties,
that.
I'm kind of cool with it. Like you said,
All right.
well,
So this is special teams. All right. Justin Tucker,
hey, no,
Shane Leclerc.
no, time to fuck out.
These
No.
motherfuckers got a long snap on here. Who the fuck knows a damn long snap?
Wait a minute. Rewind that back. Rewind
Who
that
the
back.
hell knows what a damn long? Are you kidding? Who don't nobody remember no damn long snapper?
Wait a minute. He said,
We barely understand Liam McCullough. Like what the hell? We barely see it. We
wait,
might see that
wait,
motherfucker one time during the game. That's running off the field.
wait. Hold on. Did you just say Justin Tucker
Yes.
over Adam Vinatieri? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Then the returner. Whoa. Boy, they got so look. This Bill Belichick got his finger up somebody's booty hole or something.
Matthew Slater. You said Matthew Slater?
Yes, Matthew
Oh,
Slater as the
special
best
teamers.
special team.
The best special teamer. The best
Mm-hmm.
gunner in the game.
Yeah, that ain't true. And he got Devin Hester, obviously, but Matthew Slater, come on, bro. Y'all ain't like he was the only one that was making tackles on special teams. Like you know what? I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't got time for this. Damn near the whole damn damn near the whole goddamn Patriots team is on it. Some damn Matthew Slater. No, might be no goddamn
Hold
punter.
on. Hold on, wait a minute. We got a $2 super chat from DeAndre. He said Desmond Trufant over anybody.
Oh, you on your own. I ain't look, you on your own on that shit.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not having that conversation. You gonna have to leave that. Thank you for the $2 donation.
I say appreciate the $2, man, but you're on your own on
You
that
on
one,
your
bro.
own. That shit. They ain't finna come after my ass because you said that. Hell no. I ain't got time to be doing 15 videos on Dead and True Fun. Nah, you on your own, Phil.
Exactly.
This is some bullshit, y'all. This motherfucker had the nerve to put some damn gunner and a damn long snapper. Don't nobody know no goddamn long snapper. You might as well put a damn hold. You probably put a holder on there. Goddamn, who the best holder in NFL history? Who cares?
So I'm gonna ask everybody that's watching, man. What did y'all think? What did y'all think about this listing overall?
Good God Almighty!
That list was a pile of horseshit.
The biggest
It was
pile of horseshit you can find.
grade A horseshit. The
Lord,
fact that
Sheila, don't start, Sheila. Don't you start, okay?
the fact you already threw me off already. I couldn't recover after.
You might as well have a backup quarterback. You might as well have that shit on there. You gonna put that bullshit on?
You put Kyle Juszczyk as the greatest fullback in the last 25 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You already screwed the damn shit up. And then you literally had the fact that you put Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Priest Holmes as over LaDainian Tomlinson and AP and Chris Johnson. No.
Nah.
No.
I mean, Larry Johnson,
Clinton Port, no.
Clinton Porter, it's so. Oh my God, it's so
Marshall
many guys.
Faulk, no. Marshall Faulk, no. Well, March ball was kind of tail end, so I can kind of see that now. But no, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Nope,
No,
can't
no,
do that.
no, no, no.
Yeah, they need to turn that son bit sideways and stick it straight up they candy ass with this list.
You can't handle the answer. Grows of knees? No, no.
That's
Yeah,
exactly how
yeah,
I feel.
perfect, perfect.
Hold let's see. Hold on, there was a question in here. I'm trying to get to the question. Hold on. We got a question here. So, would you take Desmond Trufant in his prime or AJ Terrell?
Yeah, true fun. You can bounce the ball to that motherfucker hand. So I'm taking AJ. That motherfucker that motherfucker true fun had some terrible hands. I mean,
I think what
terrible. Both
I
of
think
them
what
are
did
similar though. They are similar
they're
corners.
very
Both
this is
physical.
this is the difference. The difference between those two is AJ. He's too like I say, he has this tendency with he get hurt all the damn time because he tries to be too damn physical.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
with Desmond Trufant, what did it for me with Desmond Trufant was that 27 was that 2018 against the Cleveland Browns. And it was that the one that
Uh,
Nick Chubb scored on that 93 yarder run. And they literally got Desmond Trufant right there running away from him.
yep,
He
yep.
ran away, bro.
That's why I say
I
you're on
mean,
your own with too fun. I just love too fun, y'all. Y'all know I cap hard for him, but he made me look so bad.
hello, one.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. We looking at this ESPN quarter century all team and looking at this list was some bullshit.
Yeah, well, I hate to tell you, yeah, they just took a dartboard and threw some darts at some pictures on the wall and said, "That's my favorite player. Put him on the team."
Man, the fact that you put Levante David and Bobby Wagner as two of the top five linebackers of the last 25 years is already blasphemous as
Mm, mm, I, mm,
it is.
nope,
No,
nah. Mm. See, this look like something you get when you unlock that special key in Madden after you didn't won like 4 Super Bowls on the
Damn
game.
Madden cards. That's
Yeah,
all he
yeah,
played.
yeah,
was this the
yeah.
Madden card? The Madden Diamond cards? That's what you say?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. You remember how I used to play Super Mario World, and when you won so many times, you could go to these extra boards that don't exist. That's what this is
Uh,
right here. That's all it is.
now, John here said ESPN has gone into manufacturing bird cage liners.
Look, John, and and they come complete with pre-pooped bird paper. You ain't got to
Damn,
do it.
not preaching.
All right, now, so we're going to Q&A it up for the last 15, 20 minutes, last 10, 15 minutes. So y'all go ahead and keep putting your questions in here. We always appreciate y'all coming over here. Um, showing us some love, man, just by showing up, man. Hit that like buttons.
Should I be messy?
Well, it's the last part of the show. Hey, you be as messy as you want to be.
Yeah.
So I got a question for Atlanta Falcons fans and just all right, because I want to I want to ask y'all a question, and be totally honest. I'll be totally honest about this. If we weren't around, do you guys think that Atlanta Falcons niche that you as a fan would get 100% honesty on football takes? If AFN wasn't around, do you guys think that you would get 100% honest takes? And who do you think would give you those honest takes?
Now, Michael.
This is for the people. You shut up, okay? This is for the people. I know what you gonna say, motherfucker. Okay?
No. I was gonna say no.
Warren, don't make it worse, okay? You gonna make it worse and make them not want to answer, okay?
Okay, well we got ATL Leo said hell no. It'd be too many kick ass fake fans.
No, I'm talking about the content creators. Who are content creators that you know you'll be able to get 100% honesty, no watered down ass fucking answer. And no, I mean when I mean watered down, because it's our take. What we try to do is not give our biased opinions because we're Falcons fans.
Well,
that's where this is where this question is coming from.
Yeah. Mike gave you a full thorough question. My version of it was, would y'all be happy that we were no longer around? That see, if you want to be messy, Mike, that's how you do it. So let me rephrase Mike's question for y'all. Would y'all be happy if we no longer existed in this space?
That's a lot of stupid motherfuckers in the chat now.
So be honest. Be honest. Ain't no right or no wrong answers. If we cease to exist in this space, would you celebrate and throw a parade?
No, they ain't gonna tell us they're gonna celebrate, kid.
Look, it's open. It's open.
I know one motherfucker that'll celebrate though, but I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Look, you already told me don't get messy.
One
is a sick man.
I didn't say nothing, bro.
So basically what you said.
These responses, bro.
So basically what you saying is in two different directions. That's what you saying, Mike? Two different directions.
I'm not. You know what?
You know what? Look. We don't need Bradley. We don't need Bradley's opinion today.
Nah. I need to get that voiceover for you, Kev. I need to make that because we need another edition. We can't play that one right now. We can't play that one right now, sir.
No.
Don't think about it, right?
Wait, you know what, John? This is a very good question. That is John.
God damn.
John.
That is hilarious.
John, you know what? You have the Bradley bumblefuck mic drop with a mic. I love it. I love it. That right now, that's a question for your ass.
Damn. Y'all ain't worth. You ain't worth shit, boy. Because
K Styles, this needs to be a clip. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That needs to be a clip.
We'll clip this motherfucker right here.
Look. Because you ask the question, and then John's answer pops up on the
Damn, John.
I mean, because the thing about
that's a lot right there.
Because like I said, let me give the clarification on why this question is asked. Because since we're no longer in existence in the niche, by the niche, we just had to ask the people, would you want us gone permanently?
Oh, we're not allowed to say we Falcon content creator.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not it's kind of interesting that we're not recognized by Falcon fans as Falcon content creators, but at
You
the
know,
same time, a lot of people that's outside of the Falcons
Yeah,
content space consider us Falcon content creators. It's kind of a weird dynamic to me. I don't
it's
know.
really weird.
Kev, Mike, I'm gonna tell you right now, John, you have done something that nobody have been able to do ever on this platform. John got me over here crying.
Y'all ain't worth a damn.
John got me
So
crying real tears right now. That question got me done, bro. Woo.
Because
Yeah,
every
because I
time
think
there's a list,
John, to shut it
every time
down,
there's a
man.
list and there's a meeting, we ain't nowhere near it.
Right.
what you say? What you say? We the redheaded stepkids of the
Bro, we
goddamn
really
train.
stepped out.
Look. Let me tell y'all something. They have not invited us to the bonfire. We haven't been invited to the ice cream party. There has been no pool party for us. Not even a little blow up a pool that you get in the backyard with the stuffed animals. We ain't even invited to the barbecue with the Oscar Mayer hot dogs. They don't love us.
They on.
Yeah, but we ain't about. Look, you know how Dumb and Dumber when Jim Carrey and well not Jim Carrey and them
Yeah.
when they finally go to the they get invited to the party and they come there with all them suits. That's us. That's us. That's AFN when we invited.
Right.
We got the
What's that?
ugliest, tastiest suits, and they looking at us like, "What the hell?" You know, it's. I'm gonna give you a better picture. It's like, like with Jack on Titanic when he got invited to the damn
Oh, we got invited
to
to
the
the dinner.
party.
We got invited to the dinner with all the bougie folks.
Well, all the
Yeah.
beautiful folks. That's us. We
Hey,
Jack.
but Mike, but you know what happened though? Y'all ever watch one of them shows where you got like let's just say Blade, for instance. Blade walking to the vampire party. No. Van Helsing. When Van Helsing walked into the vampire party and the music stopped and everybody turned and looked, that's us. And then you got that one content creator, Thomas, it's Van Helsing. Everybody get mad. That's us. We walk
Oh,
into the party and everybody get mad at us when they see us. That's us.
oh, that's how it was at that training camp. I remember that shit.
Oh boy, it was like
Boy,
if
all them
y'all would have saw the
motherfuckers,
look, boy.
all,
You gotta,
all them motherfuckers that had a problem with us, damn show, didn't say shit.
Look, let me tell you something.
Face,
Let me tell you how diabolical we are. We pull up to a gas station at the pump and get gas. Everybody cars pull off.
mhm.
They don't want to get gas no more. People hugging their kids. Come on, baby, let's go on in the store.
It's
but
only a
Mike,
few
why do you,
guys that I watch.
but Mike, why do you, but I think we kind of had this conversation before. Is it, do you think it's really because of the takes that we have, or is it the fact that we don't fit a certain, or we don't
We're
match up. We don't match a certain aesthetic.
we literally, yeah, we're the thing is in getting in something like this, people have, and this is why I blame ESPN for this because they we don't fit in. Okay, I say let me say it even more because I kind of went over. It's Juneteenth and I don't give a fuck to be honest. I'ma just say it. Being in Atlanta, being in the South, if you ain't a cracker, if you ain't a white motherfucker, you don't belong in this. If you don't speak like Brian Gumble, you don't belong with us. If you don't sound a certain way, guys like the Locked On podcast, like you look at the Locked On podcast, which I listen to, it's not a shot, but they have a specific type of creator and sound what goes along with it. This is again, this ain't a shot. You just know when you go to the Locked On podcast, these guys have been great to us. They always come on our show, so it's not a shot at them. But when we talk about the people, and we're not talking about locked on how they view us. That's not what we're saying. It's the people that watches it. A lot of the creators, they don't see us as a group that fits in with what they perceive to be media. The media has changed. This is why guys like Shannon Sharp is getting so much love now, because Shannon Sharp sound like just like us. Chad Ochocinco, he sounds just like us. Prime time sounds just like us on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sound like us. So these guys are perceived to be dirty.
Right.
I hate to say it, but we're perceived to be dirty Negroes who don't know nothing about football until they actually sit on our fucking show and we blow their motherfucking ass out the water with our knowledge. Right. Motherfuckers are put in place. They get put in place when they step on the goddamn scene with us. You get put in place because we know our knowledge. We know the game, and you can't clown us with that bullshit that y'all be putting out. That's why they don't like us, because we don't fit the narrative. And this is the biggest thing of them all. Y'all hear it all the time. Y'all hear this all the time. Y'all think y'all know it all. Yes, I fucking do. I do. We know it all because we do our fucking research and we learn from greats. We learn from everybody. We take a little bit of everybody's game. We tell y'all we take a little bit of every game. Look, it's a new nigga. It's a new dude that Kev just well, he been putting me on to him, but it's Angry Man. If y'all check him out, I take a little piece of him. I take a little piece of everybody and try to make my game better. But like I said, we don't make no qualms about it. We will steal anything if we find it interesting. Anything, we taking that shit and making it our own.
Can I add my 2 scoops of ignorance?
Oh Lord! Look at this! Look at this ignorance that's in here.
Who?
Look at the ignorance in here. Look at Leo messy ass talking about AFN against the KKK.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, look, it ain't the KKK.
Y'all don't see my great grandfather.
Look, we are the RNRs of
shit, my bad.
Oh goddamn.
I ain't mean to do that. I ain't mean to. Hey, kid, hey Mike, you fix that for me.
Hold on.
Let me
fix
add
that for me. I ain't mean to do that. I'm sitting over here trying to do something.
Let me add my 2 scoops of ignorant on here. So basically, because Mike was so eloquent. Mike was so eloquent with that. Basically, what I'm gonna say is this: ESPN wears their clothes on backwards. What we don't do is we know how to wear our underwear and our clothes on correctly, and people don't like it. ESPN been wearing their thongs backwards for the longest time. That's it.
Leo, that was my fault. I didn't mean to put the band thing on you. I done fat figured some stupid shit.
So Leo, we're not necessarily KKK. We are the Run Nigga Run Coalition.
Falcons for Life said we the West Side.
Look, I'm trying to tell you.
We the West Side.
Look. When everybody was skating at Cascade, we was at Skate Town. That's why they don't like us, because we off on that. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Hey.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, Draymond, I'm telling you, ESPN, Chris Cross started it, ESPN kept it up. They wear their clothes on backwards. Some of these reporters got skid marks in the front. I'm just gonna say it. And we like to wear our clothes clean and on right. That's all. Because, excuse me, I'm going to get bougie. Kev, I'm going to get bougie. They don't like.
Hold on. Before you get bougie, we got to put bougie music on first. Are you ready? Are you ready to be bougie?
Yes.
Let's be bougie.
Yes. Oh, yes. See. We don't speak it from Bankhead. We definitely Buckhead. Yes. So we talk like we read a book or a couple of pages or a few paragraphs. We don't say this and those and that's. We bring you numbers and letters. We even bring you things to make you feel good. So I'm sorry we don't do JJ's fish and grits. We do the steakhouse, where you pull up front and pay an ignorant person to park your car. Yes. So for all of you out there that think we're just field grows of knees, no. No, we're actually on the porch with tea. So when the tea porch grows of knees, yes.
Wow.
Now hold up your pinky and drink your 211 in a champagne glass.
And if you didn't understand that from Esquire One of the Tactician, Bradley is gonna close it out.
That's it.
You can't handle the answer. Grows of knees? No.
So he's been unhidden, Kev.
Okay, appreciate it.
Billy Mills said I instantly got England vibes. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. See, people, y'all gotta understand something. Every time you think about Atlanta, think about I-20. It's called the poverty line. You want to be on the Buckhead side if you're bougie. Us on the south side, we've
been on almost everybody on everybody channel. The one that y'all know we haven't been on, like I said, there's a reason for that. All right, and that's the bottom line because it is the truth. The truth says so.
Right.
So.
Right. Look, I'm telling y'all. See, the people on the north side of it, yes, they have to have those Buckhead vibes. See, people that's south of I-20, we bathe in chicken grease. How about that? We're proud of it.
So what you said? We drink. What you say? We drink. But like Hennessy.
We like bulls. We don't do it with that that bougie ass Budweiser. It's malt liquor.
Malt liquor.
Yeah, we got malt liquor and we got old day. Look. We drink malt liquor and old day KFC.
Damn, not KFC. Shit, I want me some KFC. Shit,
I'm telling you, we the old day KFC, boy. They lubricate your tires.
That's funny. But like I said, man, at the end of the day, when it comes down to all this, hold on, I will say something now. I will say something. And this be my final thought here. It was very interesting last Thursday, which might end up happening this Thursday. It was brought to my attention that a whole bunch of motherfuckers went live at the same time.
I knew you was going there, Kim. I knew you was going there.
So I wish you had the damn. I wish I took a picture of the thing. Let me tell y'all. Let me give y'all some.
It's Yuri, man. Yuri is one of the good guys, man. Yuri is a good dude. But he noticed this exact same thing that we killed about to say. But he put the tweet out.
Mm-hmm.
So Yuri put out a tweet last week that said that every Atlanta Falcons content creator went live at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we went live.
We got done before.
Okay,
that.
we was already.
We were done before that. because he put the tweet out. It was like 9 o'clock or something,
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and he said every Atlanta Falcon content creator went live at the very same time. Now let me ask Mike. Let me ask Mike one. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
In order to build a space up, wouldn't there have to be some type of cohesion
Yes.
within the space, within the Falcon space to say, okay, go live here, go live here, boom, 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 boom. So everybody can build their fan bases up a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And you know what that brings to mind? It's the same mentality. You want to have the same mentality like what we have when we do the draft. If you notice,
See,
if you notice who comes on and how the shows are during the draft,
mhm.
that's
See, go ahead, Juan, my bad, my bad.
no,
I'll let you go.
because the thing is, if you do it right, it works for everybody. If you do it wrong, it's basically an Atlanta bottleneck.
Hmm. But here's the thing. This is the thing. This is what I think. When it comes to the draft, that's cool because the
Mhm.
draft is pretty much kind of like the big time thing.
Right.
Everybody's gonna go live in the draft.
Mhm.
Now it's gonna take some real folks to go live all 3 days, which we really one of the few ones that do. But if you want the Falcon space to be taken seriously, it has to be a cohesive. It's going to have to be some type of understanding that you
Yeah.
don't overlap the next guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Kev, to piggyback on the back of that, because
Mhm.
this is something that Mike has said for years. The reason why I said if it goes wrong, it's the Atlanta bottleneck because everybody, well, I would say 90%, excluding us, they all have the same topics, the same rhetoric, the same mentality. So it's like sitting in a room listening to yourself echo off the walls. There's nothing new. So if all y'all get together and come on at the same time, it's like turning channels on your TV with the same program on it each time you hit the button.
I always look at it like this though. Like I said, if I'm looking outside in, I'm not flipping through 7 different channels at one time.
There you go.
Mm-mm.
There
Fuck
you
Not
no.
go.
happen.
That's overload. That's an overload right there. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, like I said, in order for the Falcon space to be taken seriously, y'all got to do better than that. The
Mhm.
problem is you got a bunch of people who are fighting for one spot. One spot. Everybody wants the 8 o'clock spot. I mean, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's cool.
but
But
every
but the thing about it is you don't want to overload the fan with 7 different channels. Like I said, it's one thing if you're multicasting on a couple channels here and there, which is what we're doing right now. Also, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the Heavy Hitters Live right before the season starts. But if you got this show, you got show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all coming in on at the same time, that's a bad look.
and to be honest, some of y'all don't have 8 o'clock. Yeah, some of y'all don't have 8 o'clock material, but that ain't none of my business.
Well, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. The problem is some of you motherfuckers just not entertaining enough to be on at 8 o'clock. Some of you motherfuckers need to be on at 3 o'clock in the morning. Y'all not good enough to be on that prime time, and that's
Oh,
just a fact of the matter. And you need
oh,
people to be able to promote you that can garner that much attention. But you too fucking stupid and too fucking selfish to look at yourself and say, "Hey, am I really that entertaining, or I'm informing?" Some of you people need to be second fiddle. Okay, let me say this. Let me understand what I'm saying, and not get your motherfucking whole ass feelings. Okay, understand you're not good enough to be number one. Okay, that takes time to even get to that spot. Some of you motherfuckers are just not entertaining. I was shit better than your show is. Okay,
So wait, Mike, you saying some of them need to just quit and start flipping
I'm
pancakes?
not saying that. I ain't saying
no,
quit. I'm saying you not good enough. Some of you people heads are all the way up here, and you really down here. You're not good enough to be there, and you got to understand what your role is. Look, can I host shows? Of course I am, and I've done it for a while. A while, but I feel more comfortable being the second guy, the second fiddle. The case now, let him be the host. That's where I feel comfortable at. I can host my own show, and I think you guys know that. But I feel more comfortable, and I can think clearly and make the right decisions when I'm sitting, sitting next to K Styles, sitting next to one. That's why I feel like I feel more. I can do more when I'm free. Some of you people think y'all number one, and motherfucker, y'all ain't even number 8. Okay, your shit boring. I ain't got time to be sitting up here listening to goddamn monotone cow goddamn noise because that's what the fuck y'all sound like. Y'all sound like some goddamn cows.
Well, you know what?
Ain't no damn emotions in anything y'all saying. Ain't nothing. You're not good enough. So you need people that can entertain the crowd to make more out. But if you pay me, I will tell you guys this. Okay, I will show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it because this is what I do. Some of you motherfuckers are boring.
So what Mike's saying and paraphrasing, I'm just gonna be disrespectful with it. Some of y'all need to be on the field on the 50-yard line, and some of y'all need to be the janitors. It's okay if you sweep the
It ain't nothing
floor.
wrong with that. I will
There
be
ain't
a
nothing wrong
janitor.
with sweeping
It
floors.
is. Y'all
look,
head too far up your own ass. You not that good. It's simple. You not that good.
But I thought you liked me, Mike.
Look. I like you, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just.
nah, but like I said, the thing about it, man, is and these are actually things that we've spoken with others like spaces
Yes.
within YouTube. These are conversations that we have with people outside of the Falcon space, and I understand and notice that a lot of them, like you said, a lot of them, they kind of work together in a way where they're not overshadowing each other.
Mm-hmm.
And not trying to do a whole bunch, and they're not trying to hog one spot.
Yes.
Everybody's not fighting over the same one scrap of goddamn sound.
And they're going to fail because they're fighting over that same spot. It's just certain people are meant for that number one, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night, and 12. You got to figure out what you're best at. Like I'm gonna be real. If I went up against a guy like Tom Grossi live show, I'm not good enough to go against Tom Grossi at prime time hours. I'm not good enough, and nor do I have the platform big enough to even survive going up against him. You're not going to survive going up against somebody like me, like somebody like Smitty, with a certain number of platform. Like you're not going to win with that. You gonna fail. So no matter how much you try to go live at the same time, ain't nobody gonna watch you over me in the Smitty. Ain't nobody gonna watch you.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Tisha.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis, and that's just the truth of the matter. So I advise, and this is valuable. And then y'all can take this shit whatever the fuck y'all want to take. I don't give a damn. I advise you to do your show at 2 o'clock, at 12 o'clock, because you ain't gonna survive at no 8 o'clock in prime time. I'm just here to let you know that. If you really want to grow, figure out how not to go against certain monsters, okay? Stay away from those monsters, because these monsters gonna kick your ass. I promise you that. Some of y'all think y'all Debo, but you're really not.
Well, Mike, there's nothing wrong with being on at 2 a.m. with QVC. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. You could also you could give your takes and help QVC sell some moissanite.
Now, like I said, I don't know how often that this goes on. It may have just been a one-shot thing. But there's a problem.
This happens a lot, dude. This happens a lot. I've seen it. It happens so much.
But this is where a problem lies in. Because the Atlanta Falcons face on a national wide is very small.
John, you know what?
That's the hard bit.
But John, right up there with
No. What'd you say? What'd you say? Be on that time like right after BET Uncut. Then you got that preacher going on.
Yeah. And look. Oh man.
That's where you're going to succeed. That, again, man. There's a lot of people out here committing cardinal sins and growing their brand, and they ruining themselves. Okay, all you're going to do is get more and more frustrated. You got to figure out how you can stand out in the niche that's full of certain people. That's all I'm saying.
So John, what you trying to say? They need to learn to master the Bob Ross hour.
Hey, if you got these Dorothy Tale on the Quiet Storm, you're going to have to do that, goddamn.
Talk about hot friends. We going to talk about Falcons creating. But first, let's get to the colors of the Falcons. We got fire engine red. We got crimson silver. Woo! Look at there, cloud white. Oh, and run, nigga, run black. Let's paint us a Falcon symbol, shall we?
What in the hell was that?
I'm not paying no attention to him.
What the hell was that?
Hey, look, that's what I'm saying. They be up 2-3 o'clock in the morning with Ron Popeil and the food dehydrator, QVC and the moissanite. Hell, you want to be that Bob Ross hour? Learn how to paint them damn Falcons colors, because that's about all you talking about. Ain't nobody learning shit at 2 in the morning. They either having relations or they sleep.
Oh.
Do. Now look, I got my canvas already. You see the Atlanta background? We've already got that painted in. Now let's go through them Falcons colors. Fire engine red. Look at this. Cloud white. Oh, run nigga run black. And guess what?
We got to go. I'm not. No, we gone. You're not gonna ruin. Nope. Warren gonna have the FBI and everybody there. Nope.
Oh, they've already tried. They already tried to stick the damn FBI on us already. So,
right.
They've already. These people in this space have already tried that.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, then we got to run, nigga." Oh man! So man, at the end of the day, man, we getting up on out of here, man. It's 2 hours now, man. So until next time, people. We ain't here to play.
No.
We here to stay.
Yep.
You ain't gotta go home.
But there's nothing wrong with being a janitor at 2 a.m. Enjoy your spot.
Run, nigga, run! Run, run, run! Run, nigga, run! Run, run, run!
Run.